Many New Orleanians have called this three-story apartment building their home. This historic landmark was once a notorious brothel, with false doors, hidden rooms, and more than a few secrets. Our journey to find the country's most interesting abodes has taken us to a church in downtown Denver and a barn in rural Idaho. Our next destination, the Big Easy. Just on the edge of the French Quarter, New Orleans' oldest neighborhood, sits a three-story building with a colorful history. 1026 Conti Street was a notorious address for almost half a century. From 1938 until 1963, it was home to Madam Norma Wallace and her working girls, and was arguably the most famous brothel in New Orleans. Now the building is a designated historical landmark and home to several stylish apartments, each containing a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. These new rooms may have been renovated and modernized, but they also contain carefully restored features from the building's golden era, like the green and gold mantle in Norma's own quarters, now the centerpiece of resident Sean Powell's bedroom.
We were able to take the paint off, kind of get back to the original, and so they still remain.
Hurricane Katrina was almost the end of 1026 Conti Street, which hadn't been properly cared for since Norma retired and sold it in the mid-1960s. The storm damage was severe, and the already dilapidated brothel was in danger of being demolished. Bob O'Brien, a Louisiana native, bought the building and decided to restore it to its original state.
We began to just try and stabilize the building from any more water damage that was created from Katrina.
The first step of the restoration was to stabilize the building by replacing the roofing and sealing the windows. Bob had to rebuild walls on the side of the building that faces the alley so the structure wouldn't fold. Much of the wood from the floors, railings, shutters, and walls had to be replaced because of the hurricane damage. And to retain the look of the original building inside and out, a Vieux Carré or French Quarter commission requirement for historical buildings, meant careful attention had to be paid to interior features such as the original moldings and trim, and exterior features such as the iron railing on the private balcony. After a year, Bob completed the work and decided to share the renovated former brothel with the community. Visitors loved seeing the showroom where clients would meet and choose their girls, as well as Norma's special hiding places, like the hole in the showroom wall where she kept her black book and extra cash, and the door leading to a hidden chamber where both girls and men hid during police raids. Although there were numerous police searches over the years, authorities never found that hidden place. And while the door no longer opens, it's a nod to the building's rich past. Sam Hunt, a gangster who worked for Al Capone, bought the property and gifted it to Norma after falling in love with her. Holding 8 units and located next to a long concealed alley, it was the perfect place for the type of private entertaining Norma had in mind. Norma lived on the first floor, known as the main house, where she kept an eye on her girls and the high-profile visitors who called on them. Norma's girls lived in smaller rooms on the 2 floors above, which is also where they entertained their guests. Norma was a shrewd businesswoman, and for many years had the protection of the local police. But when that wasn't the case, she had other ways to protect her business and her clients. Warning buzzers throughout the brothel sent coded signals. 2 buzzes meant hide the booze, 3 meant hide the men, and 1 long buzz meant get downstairs because new clients were calling. Norma also inspected all clients personally before allowing them inside. From a gated door opening to the alley, she'd check IDs, talk to the men, and approve or deny entry.
Living in a former brothel is quite interesting. Who knows what was going on during that